guys, I am in the car, going to be driving to the first photo shoot, and it's going to be pretty awesome, so tag along with me.
Even though I'm overwhelmed, I'm happy. Hi guys, I'm Anna. I'm your 2018 Miss Pompano Beach, and I'm welcoming you here in Florida. And also, I want to welcome my friend here. He's one of my closest friends from Jersey. His name is Harold. He's the founder of East Coast Passion, and I'm so glad that he's here with me right now.
Thank you for having me, Anna, and it's a pleasure to be in Florida, Boca Raton. I'm really it feels so surreal that you're competing for Miss Florida USA too. So how's everything going for you?
In terms of myself, it's like I have a crazy schedule because I go to school, go to work and all that stuff. So, but I'm just thankful that, I have time to put effort to my dreams, and I literally wanted to try to do my best and enjoy the journey.
Oh, of course. Everyone loves to see their journey going through life of two. And when you said you're doing part-time school and part-time work, so what are you doing for school?
Actually, right now I'm transitioning, and then I'm going to my nursing degree. As I remember when the first time I met you, I discussed to you when I moved down here in America. It was a struggle for me to fix my stuff for school, but I'm so thankful now that I got into FAU. So FAU is one of the universities here, Florida Atlantic University, and I got into the program. So it was an awesome experience, and right now I'm going a little bit crazy, but it's normal. But I still keep on moving forward, and hopefully get my master's, get my nurse practitioning, my ARNP degree, and then hopefully I'll get my doctorate sooner or later.
Ooh, PhD. My goodness.
Cross fingers. But that's my main goal, my long-term goal. Finish school, get my DNP, and then move forward.
That's amazing. That's really amazing, actually.
Oh, thank you.
And you said that you're doing part-time work?
Actually, I do full-time work.
Full-time work?
I got hired to this one. It's like a dermatology office.
Okay.
So it's quite interesting because on my field, I really wanted to move on the phase where I wanted to be in. I worked for medical offices for a long time, but being on the field itself is just amazing, because right now I work as a medical assistant. So we do surgeries, we do biopsies and all that stuff, and then you quite learn and put your foot down to the setting. So it feels like I can do it. I can do things that I never thought I can do.
Yeah,
which is awesome.
Exactly. Sometimes you have to get out of your comfort zone in order to try new experiences too. For instance, what other passions are you pursuing?
Right now, as we mentioned earlier, so I'm competing this year for Miss Florida USA, and up to this point, I still can't kind of believe it. Still working on things, and sometimes you have that doubts in a way. I just don't want to have regrets.
Oh yeah, of course.
And especially this year will be my last year of competing, even though I compete for school, when I was in high school, when I was in the Philippines, I competed for school pageants, and then even in my college. But at the same time, it's just a total different feeling. In the beginning, I'm just okay, let me try, let's see. There's nothing wrong about it, but as soon as I signed the contract and stuff, I'm like, okay, I guess this is getting real.
Once you sign on the dotted line, then it's just that's and once they email you back, that's legit.
I was kind of stunned in the beginning, but at the same time, I kind of have doubts, especially with my schedule I have right now. It's a little bit more of the responsibility. So, a lot of people, they feel overwhelmed, and I don't want to be that negative person where I put a lot of things to my plate and I started hating it. So me, I don't I don't really think it that way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more of like what I can do. Because, you know, I'm a firm believer that whatever is the journey that you're having or the people that you met, there's a reason behind it. I'm so thankful that I have this opportunity because at least I enjoy the journey before I get to my destination. Because once you reach your destination, that's it.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm not saying that, you know, I'm going to be bored, I'm going to retire early. I wish I can. No? But at least it kind of gives me like a story to tell.
Yes.
It just happens that sometimes people, they don't appreciate where they start. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people also, they just focus on what you have and what you got, but they never see you struggling to get it.
Exactly. And that's the thing too. Like when like people want to see, like if they want to pursue a goal, they can't wait to get to that goal or to that destination. But once they get to that destination, then it's like, okay, what's next? For other people, like it's more of like the journey of going through the struggle and the adversity of the process. And once you go through the process and the journey, then it's like that was actually more fun than hitting your goal or your destination.
Yeah, and sadly, in reality, here in life, you cannot expect that everyone will support you. And especially on the kind of field like this, that's why this one, I just do this as like a fun part of my life. I see this as a career, but not like a long-term career.
Okay.
Because no matter what happens, I'm gonna get old. I'm not gonna be that so young that I can just pose forever, you know. But at least I enjoy the fact that I had this specific time frame of my life where I did this. I mean, this is what happened to me, and so on and so forth. So I mean, also in terms of the struggle, I don't want to be that negative person, be complaining about it. Because the decision that I made is for myself. It's not for other people. So, you know, it's sad reality when you never complain, you don't say anything. People question you. Why? Exactly. But at the same time, it's the way you perceive things.
Exactly. Different perspectives and different perceptions are always the way it is.
There's some people be like, oh my God, like especially my friends. I have friends in the Philippines. Hi guys. I love you guys. Even though you kind of, you know, I mean, you know how they say it, like the tough love. They don't really like, oh my God, you're so pretty. They call it here in bullying, but it's not bullying for us. It's more of like a tough love kind of thing, but not in a very mean way. It's more of like joking wise, you know. And you need to be on that certain level of comfort zone with a person to able for you to like get to the point. I posted something on Facebook. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be meeting this year. They'll be like, what? Like, oh my God, the girl who always be teases like before looks like this, looks like that, you know, so skinny. Now competing for a national pageant, be like, oh my God, what happened? Like before, you just look like a guy. Yeah, but I mean, I'm just saying, and you know, I mean, I know they still support me and everything. They even like message me on Facebook, like. Even though I don't see them every day, I don't see them most of the time, it's just a good feeling that you have people who support you like unconditionally.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I'm on to the point where I realize that no matter what happened, again, you cannot please everyone.
Exactly.
But at the same time, it feels so grateful to have people who will be there on your downtimes. You know how they say it, when you go older, your circle goes smaller.
Exactly.
It's not like you need to be rude and be like cutting off people, whatever. But at the same time, you will know who you need to value.
Exactly.
Me, personally speaking, I just want everyone to realize that it's not how many friends you got, how many money, or like, you know, I mean, it's a good thing if you live comfortably. But at the same time, you cannot earn respect through that. Probably you will be introduced to the world like, oh, he has money, whatever. But you don't want people to just come to you for a specific reason.
Exactly.
Yeah, which is very much very thankful. But
with everything going, do you think you are putting too much on your plate right now? Like handling a lot of responsibility?
Even though I'm overwhelmed, I'm happy. Okay, so
how's that
it's like I did this to myself in kind of way, but at the same time I'm happy doing it, because for me this is just like, this is my personal task, like my agendas.
Okay.
Like, oh, I did this, oh, I, you know, there's a feel of satisfaction.
Yeah.
because nobody forced me to do it. Even like, you know, I mean, my mom, she's very much like, she cares about me and she's kind of worried, especially I'm an only child. So she doesn't want any other people talking bad about me or like say something rude or unnice or whatever you might call it. But at the same time, it's just like you just need to have to overcome it.
Exactly.
Yeah, like, you know, you have fear of, and then again, sometimes I came up to that scenario where I feel like, oh my God, did I do something wrong? Like, oh my goodness, I screwed up. But at the same time, everyone commits a mistake.
Yeah, no one's perfect.
No one's perfect. And then, you know, I'm nobody to judge. Even though you don't say anything on your back of your head, you're saying something not nice. But again, we're humans. Yeah. I'm not saying that's an excuse to make mistakes and then to do something bad. But at the same time, if you can just like work on it on your own, which is like, you know, I feel like it's more applicable for each one of us. But again, you cannot like tell people what to do.
That's true.
You just need to put that boundaries. And I mean, right now, honestly, and myself, like I have like a couple of friends, people who's like encouraging me, like, oh, you have to put your foot down if ever someone's becoming a little bit rough on you. But at the same time, I'm like, if I have my peace within myself, I just rather like keep my peace and just look at the person and then like, I guess, you know, she's having a bad day. Let me go on the other side.
Yeah.
That's how I see it, I guess.
With your pageant going through, can you describe to me your journey through it?
Actually, journey-wise, if you do recall, I competed last year, but it was a total different one. That one, it was an international pageant. That's for Miss Earth. So last year was, you know, I don't really have that enough time to prepare. But at the same time, I mean, I got like a little bit overwhelmed with my school and stuff too. But as of the moment, I mean, right now, I'm trying getting people who supports me. You're one of those.
Of course.
Which I'm very thankful with, and I'm so glad that you made it here. Yes.
Because you have been asking me, you have been like...
No, I mean, before this pageant started.
Before the pageant started, you've been asking me like, hey, when are you coming down here? And I'm like, you know, when I have like a couple of days off and everything like that.
I mean, this is the thing with me. When it comes to friendship, it's like, it's a two-way street.
Exactly.
And most of the time, you just really have to be that first person who needs to break the ice.
Exactly.
And again, whenever you have friendship and stuff, there's also a certain limitation. And again, it's a two-way street kind of thing. I rather like be supportive of you as you are supportive of me and all that stuff. Because I mean, in any kind of relationship, even boyfriend, girlfriend, and all that stuff.
Pursuing your passion with the pageant, has there ever been any struggles?
I mean, struggles-wise, it's just like, you know, in terms of like preparation, and then sometimes, again, you cannot please everyone. They're still gonna say something. And for me, it's just like, regardless of what they say, I don't take it as a negative thing. Like I take it in a positive way where I feel like, oh, let's say for example, a person tells me, oh my God, she's so skinny, So I'm like, oh, probably, you know, I guess I just need to do a little bit of the gym and gain a little bit muscle. Like there's like I filter it, you know what I'm saying? Like I try to get the benefit of the doubt as much as I can. So I mean, when it comes to struggle, like especially joining this kind of pageants, it's more of like how you can represent yourself.
Exactly.
So for me, like I have I got too much on my plate.
Yeah. And
then also like I'm preparing for the pageant and all that stuff. Like why would I be bothered with other people saying? They're not on my shoes.
Exactly.
So yeah, this was like a little of the struggles, but anything else, making time, you can work on it. And then also I'm a firm believer where if you have problems, you have issues or anything, sometimes there's problems that it takes time to completely rule out. You just need to kind of wait, pause it for a moment. God knows, you know, everything happens for a reason.
Exactly. Like the universe has spoken.
I know. I'm gonna quit this year. I don't know. Yeah. So, yep. Basically.
So, like, what are your like top priorities as of right now?
top priorities right now is, you know, number one thing is the school, because no matter what happens is you need to prioritize your long-term goals. I want to finish school, be a doctor, get like a better job, like save money for like future things, house and all that stuff. And then next is like still working because I want to gain experience. And then this pageant is just one of those. Sometimes you want to just join because you want to get some like if experience wise too.
Yeah, of course.
Like a different kind of experience, like the fun experience.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's how I wanna put it, like as of now.
Okay.
Because I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. Probably, you know.
Yeah.
Or maybe like this and that. You know?
So what are your short-term goals and long-term goals?
Short-term goals is like get my experience wise, like pursue my dreams, my sideline dreams. Yes, because I mean, it's good to, whenever you have a plan for your life and you have that perception of things, it's a good way to like start it off. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like you can point it in one dot and then everything branches out. Yeah, because again, you cannot control, and most of the time what I've learned is when you try to control things, that's how it becomes like depressing, gets go crazy. Yeah. So I'm just like, go with the flow.
Exactly. Some people love to go with the flow, and others like plan things. There's nothing wrong with, you know, having both too, you know, like people plan a lot. Sometimes like, you know, whatever happens just happens. Yeah, I mean, as long as you're not stepping on other people's toes, you're not doing anything bad, like you're not ruining someone's reputation. I mean, I don't see any problem. Yeah, exactly. Do you have a boyfriend? Are you in love? I do. Really? Yeah, well, I mean, I guess I'm on the age, you know. But, you know, I'm just thankful that he's very supportive. That's awesome. Yeah, actually, he's like, you know, I mean, I support you with everything, but can I just be on the shadow? To be in the shadow? Behind the scenes? Yeah, I mean, even though, like, he's trying his best, because me and him is, like, total two opposite poles. Okay. So, for him to, like, just, like, make effort to support me in the way he can, the ways that he can, I'm really thankful with that, because some people be like controlling. Yeah, no, that's true. So with school, he's very supportive too. Like he just wants me to be the best for who I can be, that's one of the things that you wanted with your partner. But again, take things slowly. Take things slowly. Yeah. What can you say to the audience that are pursuing their passions too? I mean, in terms of that, just do the best of you can. Like, don't let anyone fear, like, you know, chicken you out for the things that you want to do in life. If you know you can do it, do it. Because, again, you can never know what will happen if you don't try it. And at the same time, you don't want to have that regret that, I wish I did that. Exactly. Yes. Because, again, you need to enjoy the journey and before you get to your destination, because once you hit your destination, you'll be like, oh, I should have done that. Couldn't have said any better, actually. Yeah. So do you have any shout outs? Hope you guys stay tuned, and I would like to request your support, and then, you know, if you can just like follow me and Harold on Instagram. My username is Kaylabels, Kaylabels. I know I'm known for Anna, but that was my, you know, my little bit pet name. I wish you the best of luck with Miss Florida, USA. Again, I'm just gonna enjoy the journey. Yeah, we'll see. I'm excited. I really ask for your support for this journey, because it's gonna be crazy, but it will be fun for sure. Vote for Miss Florida. Yes, Miss Pompano Beach 2018. Alrighty, guys, have a good one. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to share. East Coast Passion, Kaylabels. Bye! Thank you so much for having me here, actually, and it's a pleasure actually being one of your sponsors for 2018 Miss Pompano Beach, which is
Let's repeat. Hold on. The beach, and you know, we're here in Florida. Cause you like learned that, like. Ouch! I hit my elbow. That